Okay, so my topic today will be one-use plastics, and basically everyone uses plastics. Like this trash can right here, this uses a plastic bag to contain the trash inside this trash can, and this girl right here has a plastic bottle filled up with water. And what people don't know, with this convenience, it's really helpful and all, but it's really bad for our world, and so this is my major claim. One-use plastic bags and bottles have significant negative effects to the world, and this is a really big deal. So I will support this claim with talking about the negatives of mass amounts of plastic consumption. That's my first point. And the second point will be plastic bags and bottles cause negative effects on marine wildlife, along with how it relates to the world. And then my third will be the use of alternatives will expedite the usage of such plastics. So my first point will be talking about negatives of mass amounts of plastic consumption. When you go to a supermarket, you see that they usually provide plastic. They have paper bags underneath, but no one really uses it. And when people use plastic bags, they always take like 5 on extra and just put it in so they can take it home, use it for the trash can lining inside their bathroom, or pick up dog doo-doo or something like that. And with this mentality, this creates a sense of a wasteful material because it's so cheap. It actually costs 1 penny to provide 1 stack of plastic bagging, as opposed to 4 cents for a stack of paper bags. And then this leads to supermarkets buying more plastic bags as opposed to paper bags. And then with plastic bottles, it uses 7 billion pounds of bisphenol A, which is a plastic that cannot be recycled and takes over 1,000 years to be deteriorated within the environment. And all of this is supposedly said to be recyclable, but everyone knows that you don't really recycle, and it's been stated that only 1% of all the plastics used within the United States is recycled. So what happens to the rest of this plastic? This goes on to my second point. Plastic bags and bottles cause negative effects on the marine wildlife. All this plastic goes through the granary and is drained into the marine life. And what happens is these plastics, they kind of break up into these pebbles, and these pebbles, they sink to the bottom of the ocean, and where these small fish, where they're supposed to eat plankton, they mistaken it for these plastic pellets, and they eat that. And these plastic is actually like a sponge. It absorbs chemicals, and within a certain amount of time, these chemicals are absorbed, and these fishes eat them. And then as these fishes eat them, it goes higher up into the food chain, and we eat them. And the bisphenol A is actually a chemical which, when eaten, it can reduce reproductive systems within any animal, any creature. And then when we eat these creatures that have this in them, we also get that. And a research has been done in Japan where women with high levels of bisphenol A has had a higher level of miscarriage than any other. And then to help relieve this problem, I'll go on to my third problem, or my third claim, which the use of alternatives will expedite the usage of such plastics. By using reusable bags and reusable plastic bottles, such as Harkinian bottles filling up with filtered water from tap, this will help reduce the usage of plastic bottles and help stop the use of plastic bottles. And then plastic bags, there's actually a designer named by Anaya Hindmarch, which created this line called "I'm Not a Plastic Bag." And she creates these bags for these grocery stores where instead of using plastic bags, you just keep reusing these bags to pick up your groceries, so it helps save plastic bags. And then there are also these bans that are being posted, and it has even passed within Ireland, Uganda, China, and San Francisco that doesn't allow any grocery stores to provide plastic bags, one-use plastic bags at least, and you have to buy a separate bag to actually get your groceries. And so this is really good, and we're trying to pass a bill in Los Angeles, which will be coming 2010, but I don't think it will pass because the amount of money put into such a large city, it's just unfound. And so this comes to my final and major claims saying that using plastics or one-use plastic bags and bottles have significant negatives to the world.